Guys, I'm going home happy. Let's get to the review. Oh, let me get my stand so I don't hurt your whatever. Because I'm hearing like motion sickness or whatever. I don't know. Either way, guys, you're not going to see me for a second because I'm setting it up. But I'm telling you, today, I was social. I was actually social. Oh, man. No. That's a weird word to use. That's a weird word to use. I'm more hopeful for the future than I was. Because just now, before I was starting this review, I figured out a good plan to talk. And it's long term. Meaning, like, not like talk in the moment. Talk like talking during intervention. Like, I can. Is that a wave on my wall? Wait, hold on. Let's turn flash on. Do you see that? I'm gonna kill it after the review. It shouldn't. It's very little, as you could tell. But anyways, social today, so let's get started. Oh my gosh. Whoa, no. Oh my gosh, I keep saying it. Alright, let me get this straight. Social in terms of hopefulness. I just came up with a plan to talk to TS. Right. So let's get to the review so I can get more context from you. Went to English, so I'm like, alright, hopeful. I could talk to KS in the hallway, but I had a plan. I formed a plan in the moment. I'll have to remember it. I have to write it down next time I remember. But I know probably what they talked to KS about. Oh, real quick, I formed an idea. I have sticky notes. Just get one of those. And if I ever get to talk to KS in my pocket, just pull out my sticky notes and like pull up a conversation starter, and then there'll be some mid-conversation things. It actually could be really beneficial, and I wish I figured that out when I still sat next to her in art. Anyways, I don't know. I had an idea on what to talk to her about specifically, but I couldn't find one, so I didn't end up talking to her today. But, TS, I noticed that I was done, like, with my persuasive essay about extracurricular activities. I was done chilling, relaxing, and feeling the love. So I was able to zone out for a little bit before the day really started. But while I was chilling, relaxing, and feeling the love, I noticed that I was so close to saying her name. TS was like not done. So in my head, I was like, man, if I could, how can I help her? Because I was done and it was very easy. How can I help her? The first thing that came to mind was a phone number. But that's weird. Especially with the Friday dance coming up. And that's not my intention, by the way. I'm not trying to ask a girl out. I need to get social first. Once I become social, then I will get more confident. My self-esteem will go up. That being said, I'll be able to ask one of them out. But until then, I need to form friends. So, I formed a plan. And it's long term, because this could go out throughout the day. If I ever get the chance, in the hallway or whenever, I'm going to tell TS that if you need help with your essay, you can come get me and Kiktas during intervention. Because then, if she actually comes through and she needs my help, I can help her easily. If she denies, then that plan didn't work, and I'll just have to start conversations with her from the jump, like KS. But if it goes through, it could be beneficial. Because RS, and others, KS too, more is there, so helping TS. Jeez, I almost said it again. Could help. So yeah. Other than that, like I said, I was chilling, relaxing, feeling the love. Nothing much happened. He was checking the first and second body paragraphs. Tomorrow will be third and final paragraphs, I think. And then we're going to have to start doing work again. Yay. Last year, I remember he assigned like 40 homework questions for something different. Not an essay, but like something different. It was like, Georgia. Just like, it was something. I always got it done, but like still. Sometimes I was on the rush hour, meaning I did it late because you're giving us way too much. Like, there's being reasonable and there's being unreasonable. If you're going to give us 40 questions, then at least make it somewhat easy. I mean, all we had to do was circle into options, but like, still. He gave us whole packets sometimes. So like, that's one thing I didn't like about his class, but it wasn't major. He's still one of the best teachers. So chorus, he tried to say at the end of the day, end of the class, that today was better than all the other days. So like, it was still noisy, but it was better. He noticed it too. Pretty cool. Anyways, we got a new song. Forgot what it's called. I think it's called In December. Christmas songs, because remember, like I said with band, we have a winter concert for both band and chorus on December 11th, I think. Let's ask Alexa. Alexa, what is December 11th?
From Wikipedia.org. December 11th is the 345th day of the year,
Ooh.
346th in leap years. In the Gregorian calendar, 20 days remain until the end of the year.
Slay! I'm joking. Well, I'm half joking. Alexa, what day is December 11th?
December 11th, 2025 is on a Thursday.
Yeah. Last year was on Friday, I think. I could be wrong, but Alexa says the successor, meaning the day after that, is Friday. So, maybe it's the 12th and I'm just an idiot. I don't know. I'm making horrible time right, by the way. Oh my lord. Doing horrible, because I had to go into detail. So let's speed run these next few, because I wasn't really social in these classes. Reading. Yeah, I just realized I'm home. It was like, I was zoned out and I was like, home? Wow. Anyways, reading, we had a test, got a 2020, oh my gosh! I did, 20 out of 20, 100, still got an A in reading, boom. Also, grade-wise, I have a B in history, like a low B, like an 81, and then A in everything else. Don't get too comfortable, don't get too proud of me. It will not stay that way, and I will promise you, it will not. It will not stay that way. I will say this again. It will not stay that way. It never does, and I guarantee it never will. My main priority in school is socializing. That has been stressing me out and has made me want to multiple times in 5th grade. Not after that, in 5th grade. Because I was horrible socially, and that's my main priority. And honestly, with that part about, you can probably see why it's too important to me, and education is like the biggest close second. I don't know what's third. I'm going to be honest. I have no idea what's third. Socializing and education are the two most important things, and I'm pretty quiet in class, so I usually focus on education then. And any off time in class, I start thinking about socializing. So, yeah. Yeah. So, science. We had a substitute. He had a lisp. That's one thing I noticed. He just had a lisp. I don't think he might have been autistic. I don't know. I can't tell if people's autistic. But he definitely had a lisp. And, like, only with, like, S's. Like, he was weird. How he said certain letters was weird. Usually, like S's. It's something I analyzed. Anyways, he made us do multiple sheets on a packet. Then we left. RS was talking, and her little group of friends, TS and KS, is like they all ended with S, so it was like the big S's. They were talking to, I forgot his last name, and I forgot his first name. So I guess they're talking to this boy, right? And it's so annoying because he was like, "Hey, coach." I'm not saying it's his first name. I'm assuming that's his first name. Starts with a B and I. So make an educated guess from there. Hi, Coach Bye. Hi, Coach Bye. Do you like my shoes? He did it twice, and my fist curled, and I was actually getting. The first time it was annoying. The second time I actually was getting mad. So I'm glad he stopped. I think that was the closest I've ever gotten to blurting out, "Shut up." It's so annoying. Oh, I hate it. No, okay. You know what? He was interrupting class. I've said I've hated and highly disliked people before, so I'm gonna use a different word. I abhor him. Look, if that means it means the same thing as dislike, I think. But yeah, he was interrupting class and talking during it, not making it easy for Coach Bye. So, yeah, it's very annoying. And I'm not apologetic towards that kid, especially. I've known him since Marion, which is 4th through kindergarten. I've been there that long. I don't remember him being that annoying. A couple days ago, he was actually pretty funny. So I guess he picks and chooses when he gets me mad. So I'm very, very annoying, though. Very annoying. He's unironically funny. But the group of S's, he's ironically funny. Whatever. It's so annoying. Pre-algebra AZ, we learned. Oh wait. We were learning about a little more about number lines. We did a booket, which I got 24th, only because I couldn't answer those questions super duper fast. We were doing more square roots. Yeah, it was. Yeah, nothing much happened. Honestly, I'm being honest. But one thing happened. I was with a group with 2 other girls who were. One had red hair, one had yellow. One was blonde with black hair mixed, which was pretty cool. I kind of like her hair, but take that as you want. I'm not gonna say their initials. I'm just gonna call them red hair and blonde hair. So I got done first. We were doing an IXL tournament where he put us in the groups. He put me in the group because I had no one to group with, like always. And we had to go compete, and whoever got 100, whichever group all had 100 first, won. What? Nothing. Because we got nothing when we won. But anyways, I got done first, which made me proud. And then those 2 were at 97 when I walked over to help them. But they were using calculators, so I didn't really say much. When I'm thinking about it, I thought I said something, but nothing much. They both got to 99 at the same time and got 100 at the same time when we won. What? Nothing. If you won the booket, you got to throw a ball at AZ, or got a Scooby stack, or yeah. We got nothing. I felt kind of disrespected. He immediately went to the homework after that, so I thought he was going to give us no homework. But he gave us homework anyways. So that was annoying. Honestly, since we got 100 first on the thing we had homework about, I'm going to be totally honest with you. I think he could have let us slide our homework. But, whatever. It wasn't that bad. I don't hate him for it. Don't even dislike him. Not even feeling interest in him. He's awesome. One of my favorite teachers. There's not a lot of times where he was annoying. Lunch, sat next to 7th grade girlies, and I'm starting to get more comfortable. Not yet, but no, I'm pretty much there. But a little more. Just a little more. Before I get fully comfortable. Stuffy Nose is coming back. Wow, I got home early. Wow, I'm making good time still. Let's finish this off with a bang. Art. This is my social period. So at the beginning of class, I talked to my people at my table. Hey, they're boys, so it was kind of easier. That will always annoy me. I hate that psychological crap. Either way, we did art. My mountains yesterday, which we were doing, I don't know if I told you about it. We had to make art, lighter ones in the back, darker ones in the front. Did abysmal, but today I did way better. Because we had to do grass in a river. Oh, it looked amazing. Well, the grass, not as much. But the river, oh, I love it. I barely got to see it because the end of class happened. But, oh, it looks beautiful. Kind of off, but beautiful. Love it. I could have done way worse. Liam doesn't think so, but I did. Like that, I could show him my worst, but yeah, you see. Give me a second. Oh my gosh. Okay, so at the end of class, I ended up talking about me being a girl for Halloween again. Still going to plan. Something I could mention in front of TS and KS. Well, I already did with KS, not TS. But, I'm trying to think. Oh, yeah. I ended up asking NEF. I forgot to ask for consent to use her name. Gosh. NEF, if I can if I can stay close to her and her friends during the Halloween dance so I don't get super noticed by the boys and I'm not too scared of them judging me. I've been judged before and I haven't cared any of those times. I've never been a girl for Halloween before, so I've never been judged off that. But yeah. She said yeah. And then we talked about it and how she got to take a 30-minute nap in school. And yeah. And she says I can be a girl. Well, I mean, she says I have a good girl voice. I ended the conversation by saying, period. I like it. I want to watch that back because I don't know. I hear how I sound, but if you hear yourself, you sound a little different. You know, like right now, when I'm hearing myself right now, my voice sounds deeper than it does when you hear it on video. So okay. I was gonna ask KS who, like, if I could pull off like Taylor Swift or Beyonce or whatever, but I didn't. I ended up talking to NEF, which I don't mind. She's pretty cool. She's one of the girls who I could talk to, and it makes me forget about me being introverted. Like I forget for a second. So that's fun. How's me, anxiety-wise. And then I had a period right as we entered RG's class. He didn't call me W Day. He didn't yell W Day. He didn't call on a lot of people W Day. We took a test. A quiz, not test. Quiz. Got a 100 because I missed one question, but he marked it wrong. No. Oh, hold on. Alright, back. Anyways, RG, he didn't call on me. He didn't call on a lot of people. Took a test. When he made the quiz, he put an answer, but that answer was wrong. So I got it right, got 100. Let's go. He's that class, obviously, he's American history. He's the class who I have an 81 in. So I did the math, and that should get me to a 90. But that's not how that grading works. So maybe it's going up. It better go up. Like 2 or more %. And home run. I did this. I'm doing that a lot. Purposely. I'm not doing it I'm not doing it enough to do it naturally yet. Like, I just naturally do that. It used to be that. Which I'm going to do during the Halloween party. I'm gonna, like, hey, yeah, girl. Jeez. I can't look at myself and be a girl. I can't. Like, maybe for a little bit on video, but at the party, I can't. Because then I'm gonna cringe and I'm gonna lose character. I can't. I can't. Anyways, I was walking in the hallway to go to the bathroom. And a group of girls was laughing as I walked by. What reason? I don't think it was because of me. I'm hoping it's not. And if it was the reason they were laughing, I hope it was something positive. And a subscriber told me that she watched my videos, which I knew. But, like, I said, thanks. That's the first time I did that, actually. I didn't actually do that. I did this. But it's, like, so close to this. You know? Okay. Anyways, on the bus, I contemplated it. I didn't count. I forgot to. I was too anxious. But I went to a popular girl that's been around for a while. I know she loves Taylor Swift. I've observed that. I've known her for like 3 years. 4 school years, 3 years in general. And I knew her, meaning we're not in as many classes as we were previously. We're in like 2 together. But either way, I asked her if I could pull off being Taylor Swift, and she said yeah. And I was like, okay. I look back, she's smiling. I smile back, and I go to my bus. Maybe she'll talk to me tomorrow. Not like she doesn't have the chance at all. She could find a way to. Like, I do. And I could talk well. I know. If someone talks to me, I can talk well. Guaranteed. I'm just not good at small talk. I could build up the courage to talk to someone and have a conversation starter, but not small talk. I can't do small talk. And if I start with small talk, I ain't going back. From small talk. I'm taking a moment and I really don't want to, okay? I just don't. So we end everything off with the bus ride. Where I was social, right? Like, I wasn't I was like that when the Thompson Swimmers were on the bus, today had to be on the top 5 most social days. Because they're starting to get used to me. But I was trying to purposely say the last name of someone on the bus so they can notice me. Because they don't talk to me much. So hopefully I can build up on that tomorrow. Doubt she's not going to be on the bus. Swimmers are always on the bus nowadays. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. I'm hopeful for the future.